Black American culture is constantly evolving, which is why a lot of other people perceive us as not having culture. Most cultures haven't evolved since the start of colonialism. Their idea of culture is preserving traditions, whereas we reinvent ourselves every decade.
African Americans are better than Africans in any sense of the word. We walk better, we talk better, we dress better. We're more influential. We're one of the most influential groups on the planet, the most impactful groups on the planet. Everybody around here doing hip hop and R&B, but I hardly know anything about Africa. Okay, I don't know many African celebrities besides the ones that come here and make it big. But yes, we do everything better. We're just the greatest. Okay? You couldn't compare, alright? I don't know. Listen, what do you guys eat? What do you guys speak over there in the African countries? I want to know more. I want to learn, man. Because, obviously I'm from there, but I'm not from my country, which is America. So let me know.
What Black culture was 50 years ago is nowhere near what Black culture is today. Not even 20 years ago is Black culture the same. Everyone else is either stuck in the past or assimilating to white supremacy. We are constantly reinventing ourselves. We're constantly reinventing our music, our sound, our words and language, our food, our dress. And to the outside perspective, that looks to people that we don't know who we are. But it's not that we don't know who we are. It's that we are constantly evolving. We don't feel a need to hold on to the traditions of the past because the past wasn't perfect. Yes, there were great things about the past, but everything has room to improve. While everything hasn't gotten better, a lot of things have. And I think a lot of people feel that with the constant increase of colonialism and white assimilation, that they are losing access to their culture, where we feel like there's always room to improve our culture, add to the culture, grow the culture. We're spreading our culture everywhere we go, where a lot of people are hiding their culture in fear of it being taken. And to some extent, we do feel that fear too. But for us, we always know that we can create more. So I feel like that's why a lot of people perceive us as not having identities or cultures, because they can't lock on to one specific thing that is Black culture because we're constantly changing it.
So can we talk for 1 second about white comfort and how a lot of Black Americans run from their power because they're scared to scare white people? As Black Americans, we've internalized white people's standards of how people should be, of how people should act, not realizing that they operate on a system of fear, of trying to avoid natural consequences, of stealing, of killing people, and of not playing fair in this world. We don't share the same history as them. We don't share the same karma as these people. So when we're playing the game, when we're operating in society, I'm not saying act a fool or completely disregard social norms. But what I am saying is do what you have to do. But also, if a rule needs to be broken, break it. You're not breaking a rule. You're following your natural guidance system. You have to trust your natural guidance system, because this system was not created for us to win. This system was not created for us to thrive. You know what I mean? They pretty much gave us the blueprint of how to act, how to speak, how to dress, how to show up, and called it laws and called it, the social norm. This is what everybody does. This is just normal. When in all actuality, they're trying to force us to operate in a way to keep them safe. They want us to operate in a way that doesn't spark any inspiration of a revolution.
Okay, I need all of my Black Americans to really tap in, because I have something that is really going to shake the whole city up. Like, really talking about take the diaspora wars to a whole nother level. Me, a 32, almost 33-year-old Southern Black American gal, like, it does not get no more Southern Black and American than this. Has been in a relationship with her significant other, who is East African, for the last 4 years, right? Now, he cook his dishes, I cook my dishes. Yesterday, I cooked collard greens, right? I had my smoked turkey necks, I had my onions, and my seasoned water that I had boiling for a full hour as I prepared and washed the collard greens as we usually do. After getting a full hour of boiling and getting the stock just right, I add my greens to the pot so that we can begin to cook down the collard greens as we usually do. As I'm cooking, my man is like, how are you cooking the greens? I said, I'm cooking collard greens how Black Americans cook collard greens. Now, for reference, if I haven't already mentioned, my man is East African. He prefers sauteed greens. Perfectly fine, they're good like that. But yesterday I wanted collard greens, and you do not saute collard greens the way that I want my collard greens, right? So hours go by, right? Mind you, this is still day one of the pot, and like the collard greens get good day two. Hours go by, and I catch him putting the food up. As I get to the tail end of him putting the food up, I am watching him from afar, and I didn't catch him in time, right? He literally is dumping all of the juice out of my collard greens. Like, okay. This was yesterday. I'm still like just shook to shit because this man dumped the juice out of my collard greens.
Hello there. Y'all not gonna like this one. Let's talk about the Native Americans. In 2007, the Cherokee Nation disenrolled 2,800 freedmen black people from their tribe when federal funding was involved so they'd get more money. And it violated the treaty that they had with the freedmen black people. The court ruled in favor of the freedmen black people. 1979, the Creek Nation decided to disenroll the black freedmen from their tribe. The Seminole Nation tried to enforce different rules for the black ones. The Chicmacha tribe of Louisiana, between 1904 and 1919, they disenrolled African and Native descent people. To this day, the descendants of those people are not allowed to enroll in the Creek Nation. The Mattapony tribe in Virginia disenrolled their black, if they looked phenotypically black, members out, or if they married black. The Pamunkey tribe, they disenrolled people if they married black people. The Rappahannock tribe, they will not, they disenroll members who look African American. There's more. They did this because they get more money individually and their casino profits and all of that if they disenroll the black people. They also say they don't believe in blood quantum, yet a lot of these tribes make you prove that you have a lot of Native American ancestry. And that one woman who I went back and forth with is a great example of that. My great times through grandmother was Native American, and she told me, because I had no connection, didn't know what tribe, because I was adopted by my brother's dad, didn't know anything about it, that I wasn't allowed to be in tribe. I thought blood quantum didn't matter. I wasn't asking to be anyway. And on the Trail of Tears, the Cherokee had their enslaved black people that they enslaved with them, which is crazy work to me. Crying while you have slaves. And on those pictures, they never show the black enslaved people. That was really heartbreaking to hear. 10 out of 10.
And this. Why is it that blacks kill blacks every day across the country, but blacks will not address that? Those blacks don't matter to you? First of all, I would like to say that this statement is not racist, but the person who typed it is. You called us blacks. You failed to acknowledge us as people. And this is how you can tell the ones that only see us as animals. versus the ones that try to use us as tokens. But to answer your question, yes, those lives matter to me, as well as all Black lives matter to me. And the reason why you don't know the violence within our community is being addressed is because it's a good chance you don't go there. Why is it that we have an Emmett Till bill, yet Black lives are still being hung in the balance? Don't those Black lives matter to you? Why is it that the slave patrol won't stop patrolling us? Why is it that the United States have liberty and justice, but not for all? Is the least acknowledged, most dangerous public health threat in the United States. But yes, every Black life matters to me. And I trust God that one day we gonna get us together. We working on us.
I don't like how everybody is sounding black. Everyone is using AAV. I don't like it at all. It's like everything is ghetto until it's glamorized. Like, especially here in New York City. Y'all remember when the white people used to look at us crazy for hopping the trains? Now they do it. Like, y'all are trying to turn Black American culture and lingo and the way we act into this American thing. It's not going to be that and never will be. It's not. It's like they're trying to erase the Black American culture and what we've created and make it all for everyone. No, that's all it's ever been. No. And this is why I say, like, get away from us. But I've always wondered, if everybody is using AAVE, all of these things, Black people should have way more views than what we have now. We should have way more views for the fact that everyone is using AAVE. I feel like we should have the most views out of everybody on this app. How is a dancing dog getting 50 million likes and we don't even get that? Oh, right.
I've been contemplating on if I should speak on this or not, but I'm gonna just go for it. I feel like Black Americans suffer the most and they get the most harm by trying to categorize all Black people as just Black people. And Black Americans suffer the most because if you're African, you have a place to call your home. If you're Caribbean, you have a place to call your home. And when I say call your home, I mean like you have your own continent, you have your own place that no one could ever take from you. That's not the same thing for Black Americans. Y'all already know how to be like just trying to not even prove to people, but prove to people like this is our land. Like, you know, y'all already know that whole argument that be going on. And with that already being an argument, so everybody here is already taking our stuff. Everybody here already thinks, oh, this is not Black American. This is not Black people. This is just mainstream. This is just TikTok culture. This is just pop. This is just whatever it is. So I feel like the problem to that is to say this is Black American, this is Caribbean, and this is African culture. I feel like we can't keep doing this. Oh, we're all Black people. We're all Black people. I love all Black people. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say I want us to be divided or separate. I'm just saying there's a whole set of problems that come with being Black American that other Black people don't have to face. And I feel like one of the main reasons why is because we keep trying to categorize everything as Black people. And it's like, no, there is specific things for just specific Black people. But yeah, feel free to comment down if you feel like I'm off, if you want to add something, if you feel like I'm lacking something or whatever, give me insight. Comment down below. At the end of the day, this is my opinion and this is what I feel like is the problem and what I feel like would solve the problem. But yeah, I think we just need to figure out a way to keep identifying stuff as Black Americans, so we don't have to worry about people trying to take our stuff and retwist it and reclaim it. And yeah, just give respect and give props to the rightful owner. And one last thing too, another reason why this is very near and dear to my heart too is because there's a lot of stuff that Black Americans don't get credit for, and people don't even know the reason why that's in place or the reason why we even have certain things to this day is because of Black Americans. A lot of the stuff that we still use function little stuff like a freaking countertop at a store. A Black American thought of that idea and put that together. Like what's it called, a bed frame, like the poles and stuff, like the canopy looking thing. A Black American created that. Water guns, a Black American created that. It's just like little stuff that goes over a lot of people's heads that don't even know that a Black American invented that. So yeah, put some respect on our name for real and start giving us our props, start identifying what is what and who is who and who did what.
Yes, Black Americans are the blueprint of Black people, honey. Get it together.
And this is why when people say you look American, it could never be a compliment. Because this girl just said, Black Americans are the blueprint of Black people. How? When you literally get BBLs to look like African women, it doesn't make any sense. Number two, y'all didn't popularize Tyler, actually. She's very authentic. Every interview she goes to, her accent is potent. And people ask her, where's this girl from? South Africa. She popularized herself. You just mad that she's famous. Number three, Tyler's challenge water was popular in South Africa and y'all decided to participate in a South African trend and now you mad because it went viral? The same way you're trying to do that sana ni na dance with the shoulder and you're not even doing it properly because it was a family thing and you decided to participate. You're like doing this thing of taking African ideas, bedazzling them and putting a twist and then wanting to name them American so that you can say you're the blueprint. You are not the blueprint. A lot of your ideas already exist in Africa. You'll just switch it up and call it culture. I think the word she was looking for is influential. So that means you influence people into wanting to do the same things as you. But blueprint means I came up with the idea, which is kind of crazy. An example of this is them wearing locks and putting a lot of beads on and waist beads and skirts and calling it the Earth Girl aesthetic. You just look like an upcycled, colorful sangoma, if we're being for real. Y'all are the one diaspora that tries so hard to separate yourselves from your own people. And I understand it's probably out of trauma. But if you don't want to associate yourself with African and Caribbean people, that's cool, since you think being American is such an achievement. At the end of the day, over there, they can still kill you for your skin color since you think that's a trophy. But here in the motherland, you're always welcome. So the hate is one-sided, not from our side.
I'm an African American. I'm the only person in the world who's had issues or who's faced discrimination. No, you're not. American Black people are not the only people who've gone through hardship in this world. The same way slavery or the history of America has an impact on Black people, history itself still impacts Black people across the world today. And that's what a lot of you don't seem to understand. Your great-granddad or your granddad was a slave. Fair enough, innit? But so many African nations are still being affected by the West today. Look at Congo. As a clear example, it doesn't have to be slavery in your face for it to still be slavery in your face. Do you know where the resources in your iPhones come from? Congo. Them man are still going through it right now. I'm an African American. I'm the only person in the world who's had issues or who's faced discrimination. No, you're not. I'm an African American. All these people are stealing our culture. It's not really you. It's because of the country where you're from has this real big impact on media. So yes, a lot of us in the world, white, black, blue, pink, grew up on American culture. Not specifically black, but hip hop is cool. Hip hop is dominant. Athletes are cool. Like any child and every young person in the world, you look up to people you can identify with. So if you see a Michael Jordan, a Tupac, a Biggie, a Jay-Z, you're going to admire them and you might adopt elements of their culture. It's not rocket science. It's not that deep. You're not the only black people who have to navigate being a minority in another part of the world. So relax.